All right, folks. Morning to you. Catching up on the Causeway. It is Monday, sometime in March. Daylight savings yesterday. Like to kill me this morning. Wasn't so bad. Wasn't so bad yesterday morning getting ready for church, but waking up and getting the kids ready for school was quite a bit more challenging. But expecting a quiet day today. We've got folks in the house down in Perdido Key. Got folks in the house in Mobile. Uh, Mobile's checking out tomorrow. Perdido Key later this week. Um, so fingers crossed, no issues there. We talked a little bit last week about the sales funnel and going to kind of continue that conversation today. Um, Wanted to hit a little bit on $100 million offers from Alex Hormozzi's book. Um, one of the big things, one of the biggest things that I took away from that book was, um, if you've ever tried to give something away for free and you can't get people to take you up on the offer, uh, all of a sudden you realize that there are hidden costs. And so that's kind of been playing around, knocking around in the back of my head. I haven't really had a ton of objections yet because I haven't gotten so far as to get objections like I'd mentioned in the last videos. But, um, I started thinking about that as it relates to property management. And, it's kind of a challenging thing, right? It's opportunity cost for people who are looking at making a switch with property managers. Um, and a lot of that's unknown. You can't really quantify it because you don't know exactly how it's going to go when you make a switch to a new property management company. Yeah, I mean the asset's probably going to um, perform close to similarly in terms of revenue, but we've talked a little bit about how critical five-star reviews are in order to stay ranked well on all the different booking platforms, Airbnb and VRBO specifically. They use uh, very fancy math and very fancy programs, algorithms to decide which property they're going to put at the top of search results. And obviously that's uh, driven by how much money they stand to make. Um, how likely how likely a guest is to book a specific property increases the likelihood is directly correlated to the likelihood that Airbnb themselves make money. So they do their best to try to come up with, okay, we think this property is going to perform well for this person for these dates, and based on that property's prices for that day, we'll put you at the top of the list. So it matters, who your property management company is, if for no other reason than that. There's lots of other things, but that's one of the main considerations, and probably not one that people think of, you know, just outright. They don't dwell on that, right? They kind of just figure it out intuitively. But I can confirm for you that it has concrete matter, and it's probably one of the most important decisions you have when evaluating a property management company. We do the happy guest guarantee, which is basically once we get to 20 reviews with your property, um, if we don't meet certain criterias for guest ratings, uh, you start getting your property management fee returned to you. We got something on the road here. You start getting your property management fee, even though it's a flat fee. You start getting returns, and if it goes down below a certain threshold, uh, we don't make any money. We give you everything back. We basically just did your property management for a year at our cost. Um, I'm not quite prepared to start taking losses. The problem is, you know, so all right. So Alex Hormozzi's book is he says it's real simple to get customers, right? You just offer it for free. And then once you get 5 customers and you start testing it out, um, your next 5 customers you do at 80% off. Uh, and then your next 5 you do at 60% off, and so on and so on and so on. With all these customers, with the understanding that when you come back to them at and tell them, hey, look, it's time to do full boat. You can either pay the list price, or you give us a good review if we've earned it, and then you go on your merry way. The challenge that we have as a property management company is we're not doing just a service, right? It's like, yeah, okay, I'd be fine to trade my time if that was all it was, to build a customer base. But the reality is, we've got a lot of holding costs and a lot of ongoing operating expenses that make an offer like that basically impossible without a ton of risk. And now, you know, they've always talked about, customer acquisition costs versus lifetime value of the customer. I get all those numbers. The challenge that we have at this point is we have lifetime value of customers based off of performance metrics that are the standard for the property management industry. We don't have our own lifetime value of customers. So, we're kind of postulating as to uh, what the value could be, what we can endure in terms of ad expense that we're paying out the door, today to get those leads. And so, we're going steady for now. We'll continue kind of doing that. Continue doing what we're doing. Trying to nurture the leads that we've got, and figure out how to, crack the egg, so to speak. Um, but yeah, today's tasks. We'll wrap it up with that. We're working on finalizing taxes for the year. Got those due for March 15th to the accountant in order to file timely. So going to work on finalizing those details today. I'm basically done. Got a couple more reports to pull and consolidate. But that shouldn't take but an hour or two this morning. So anyways, thanks for sticking along, riding along on this journey with me. If you've got any thoughts for me or suggestions on how to get from A to B on this sales journey, I'm all ears. Feel free to shoot me an email, info@euphoriavacations.com. Or I'd even love to chat with you on the phone. 850-988-9741 is the number that you can reach me at. I've pretty much got that number handy anytime. So y'all have a good Monday and a good week. We will catch you in the next one. See ya.